Hey everybody, welcome back to the campground. Today, I'm breaking down what I don't like about my VMENG 580T Pro and whether this machine still holds up after 4 months of use. So I've had the 580T Pro for a few months now, and at this point, I feel like I got a pretty solid handle on how it performs in real world use. And while there's a lot to like, there are a few things that I've noticed along the way that I think are important to point out if you're considering one. So let's get into it. Let's start with unprotected hoses and connectors. This section of the machine, the hoses and connectors are completely exposed. If a tree branch falls or some debris flies up, it could easily cause damage to them. I think they should have fully enclosed this area. It's a simple fix and would prevent a lot of potential headaches. My bucket didn't come pre-drilled to accept teeth. Now, when I ordered this machine, they asked if I wanted a set of teeth for it, and I told them no because I already had a set that I was planning on using with this machine. But here's where I made my mistake. I assumed all buckets came pre-drilled, but that's not the case here. If I had known they weren't going to pre-drill this bucket, I would have just ordered the teeth. That way it would have been ready to go right when it arrived. It's not a huge deal, but it would have been nice to have it done from the factory. So learn from my mistake. If you want your bucket pre-drilled, either order a set of teeth or make sure you let them know you want the bucket pre-drilled before it ships. All right, I went ahead and swapped out the attachments now, and I got the Harley rake hooked up, which brings me to the next thing that I don't like about my machine. My machine didn't come with the multifunctional valve installed. Now here's why that's important. Especially if you're running a Harley rake or a brush cutter. That multifunctional valve allows you to raise the boom while the rake or the cutter is engaged. I really wish this would have been an option for me when I had my machine built, but at that time, it wasn't. But the good news is, it's available now, and the last time I checked, it was about $800 to have it installed. I highly recommend it because I can tell you firsthand, it's a pain having to disengage the auxiliaries just to make a simple adjustment while working. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna lock the auxiliaries back. You can see I got the Harley rake running now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to raise the boom. And you can see I can't raise the boom. I can lower the boom, but I can't raise the boom. I can tilt the Harley rake up and I can tilt it down. I just can't raise the boom. And that's what the multifunctional valve will allow you to do. This last one, it's really not a dislike for me, but rather a notable mention because I know it might matter to some of you and I wanted to point this out. The engine bogs down when I raise the boom while moving with the 16 GPM pump. Now, to be fair, VMENG did warn me about this before buying it, and I was told that the RPMs would drop somewhere between 200 to 300 RPMs. So here's what it sounds like. That's at half throttle. I'm gonna turn this up all the way, and that way I can show you. Okay, hopefully you was able to hear the RPM dropping when I was raising and lowering the boom on this machine. I really wish I had a tachometer on here. That way I can actually see what the RPM is actually doing when I'm making these movements on here, but I don't. Now, what I was told is that the 12 GPM pump, it doesn't bog down near as much. So what I did is I ordered the original smaller pump from VMENG, and it's right here. That way I can convert this machine from 16 GPMs to a 12 GPMs. That way you can hear the difference and decide for yourself which setup makes better sense. Heck, I'm curious myself to see what kind of a difference it makes. The swap's supposed to be easy, so I'm going to load this thing up on my trailer and get it back to my garage, and I'm going to swap these pumps out. So I'll see you in a bit. I got this back in the garage, and the first thing that I need to do is remove this front panel. So it's a 10 millimeter, so let's remove this and then go from there. Ooh, it's a little dirty in there. I thought I did a much better job cleaning this thing. But here's the pump that we have to remove. I think I'm going to clean all this up in here first with a vacuum. Get this all wiped down, get all the dirt off of it, and then we're going to have to loosen this up, tie these hoses up. So then we can pull this out, remove this bolt in here, and then we should be good to go. This is a 25cc pump. New pump going in to drop this down to 12 GPMs. This is the 20cc pump. This is supposed to be the exact pump that they use in the Spartan SS 1200. 20cc pump is now installed, and my brother-in-law, he stopped by and knocked this thing out in like 20 minutes. So you gotta love a guy like that, man. He could just really just jump in here and fix things real quick. We're gonna be testing this thing out at the campground and see if the 12 GPM drops the RPMs down like the 16 did. So we'll see you guys out at the campground. All right, we're back out at the campground, and I just swapped out the 25cc pump for the 20cc pump, and we're gonna see if there is a difference in bogginess. Yeah, that's way better on here. So yeah, to me, I hope you can hear it on the video and stuff, but it definitely sounds a lot better with the 12. It's a lot less boggy on here. None of these things that I mentioned are a deal breaker for myself. They don't change the fact that I love running this machine, but they are things that you'll want to know before you buy one. So is the 580T Pro perfect? No, it's not. But this machine has impressed me over and over again. It's powerful, reliable, it's easy to service, and it's just plain fun to operate. So after 4 months, is it still worth it? Absolutely. This is a strong, capable, well-built machine, and it just keeps proving itself. If you're thinking about buying one, here's my advice. Ask for the multifunctional valve. It's optional now, but worth having. Know your hydraulic flow needs before picking a gear pump, because as we've seen, the 12 GPM setup bogs down less. So if this video helps you out, be sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.